LEGGO crew, what's going on? All right, guys, so it was maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago when I went to a property that the seller didn't show up at the time, and I was out there waiting in the middle of the storm, and I'll post a link to that video up in the corner somewhere. But later on, my virtual assistant did get back in contact with that seller, and she set an appointment for me, and we got that one under contract. So not the best news that I've heard in a while, but that property was set to close today, where it was going to go over to one of my buyers. But we got some information on it, and there were title work issues to where it's going to take us a lot longer to close it, but it still can be closed with some work. We'll take a look around, and when I come back out, we'll talk about this. All right, guys, it's hot out here now, but we're at the house. This is the one that we were waiting to get into a few Saturdays ago. But we see it needs some work up here around the roof. The parking probably needs to be replaced. Brick exterior looks pretty good, and the owner's been maintaining the yard pretty well. Siding has to be replaced, and the AC unit. Of course, the AC unit, that's one of the first things that they take when the house has been sitting vacant for too long. So the temperature has dropped some, but just about 20 minutes ago it was reading about 103 outside. All right, guys, I'm down here now at a listing that me and the wife were talking about buying for ourselves, but it is a burnout property, and in general, a lot of people like to stay away from these, but I'm here now about to check it out. Now, the owner said that she did a bunch of work on this one already, and the only thing that's left is sheetrock, but I'm going to have to show you guys what's going on in here. All right, so definitely not just a sheetrock situation. Pretty much everything has to be redone. And this one is listed really high too, so there hasn't been much interest in it, along with it being sold in a tax sale. And tax sale properties are just a whole other type of monster to deal with when you're trying to get title insurance. But the tax sale doesn't really scare me because I'm used to dealing with those at this point. Figured out how to work them. But it does need plenty of work. Pretty much everything is going to have to be redone. Good thing about this house though is that it has a bunch of square footage, so a lot of room to work with if we wanted to come in and redo everything and just make it the way that we want to make it. But it's kind of hard to say at this point. Again, we don't know what's going on with the title work. It's been sitting for years, so we'll have to see on this one. All right, guys, so properties like this, inherited properties specifically, because I've dealt with a few of those where they just take a long time to get stuff cleared, but every house isn't as cut and dry as you put a contract on it, pay the money, and then you take the house over. That's not how it works all the time. Sometimes you have issues to come up in what's called your chain of title. And when your attorney or title company is going back through the chain of title, any type of issues going back through the history of the property, through all of the different owners, if there are any issues that come up, that can stop or slow down your closing. So that can be an issue like a past mortgage that wasn't taken care of, liens, loans, anything like that where money is owed to somebody. If the property wasn't conveyed or transferred correctly, if there are other people on the title who have to be paid out before it can be closed out, as far as heirs, children, grandchildren, all those types of things come up. So right now, along with this house and another one that I did an entire video on that we've been working on for months, both of those houses have title issues that have to be cleared up. Although we can get through it, it's just taking a long time. So that brings me back around to the house that was in that viral video and what happened to it, because I have seen some of the comments and I've received messages of people just wanting to know what happened with that whole situation and with the house. To make a long story short, and without going into the specifics of what the owner's situation was, it's one of those same problems with title work to where we just couldn't get it fixed, so we couldn't close on the property. Now, some solutions to title work issues for properties that we've had in the past is simply just bringing more money to the table to where we can pay off the different loans. But then in a case like that where we have to bring more money, it might not even make it a good investment anymore, to where we would lose out on money, or to where the owner would have to bring a lot of additional funds just to get everything paid off to sell a house that isn't even worth selling at that point. So on that particular house, we did what we could, because I actually did want to close on the house and I had partners who were willing to come in with me to get the thing done. But even after my attorney had worked on it for weeks and weeks to find out what we could do to resolve the problems, after I was willing to cut some of my profit, and even after one of my mentors came on and said, hey, let's partner up on this deal, I can probably get the work done cheaper as long as the title issues are corrected, then we can still go in on it. It was just one that we couldn't save. So 100% wanted that property, wanted to get it done, get it rehabbed. I had neighbors and everything in that neighborhood to reach out to me and say, hey, we don't want this house right here sitting vacant anymore. But in the end, it's just one that we couldn't save. But that was just a quick rundown for some of you who don't understand how real estate works or how title works, title issues. Every one of them just can't be saved. Now, if I could close on each one of them, bring value to the neighborhood, then of course I would. But in some situations, you can only do so much. But just to date, since I've been in the business, inherited properties and tax sale properties are two of the most difficult kinds to work with when you're talking about title issues. But on a positive side, I am learning how to deal with tax sale properties. If you educate yourself and talk to enough lawyers and understand how to get clean title with tax sale properties, then you can get some great deals with those. And my last couple of deals, those are actually tax sale properties that I bought, did the work that I had to do as far as title work was concerned, and we're gonna make a good profit on those. But I'm gonna end the video right there, guys. Wife is working a double shift at her job right now, so I'm gonna have to get her into the next video to talk about what's been going on as far as her agent deals. And really looking forward to bringing you guys some more of my personal flips and rehabs. But I have 7 deals that are pending right now, and I really need to get through the bulk of these in order to move forward with some new ones. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.